Uh, as I said, we're in the Western or in the conference finals. You have the Lakers going against the Nuggets. People, because you also have on the other side the Heat and the Celtics, and people, of course, for people that don't know, this was the conference finals when they were in the bubble. And what I will say about that is this: you have the Nuggets. This Nuggets team is not the bubble Nuggets. Nikola Jokic is better in my opinion. Jamal Murray is still Jamal Murray, and it's just a better team. Now, in fairness, this Lakers team is drastically different as well. I mean, you had to worry about Rajon Rondo. You had to worry about Dwight Howard. Now you have to worry about D'Angelo Russell and Austin Reeves and Dennis Schroeder, So both of these teams are drastically different. What I will say is the Denver Nuggets pose a completely different challenge for the Lakers than Golden State did. And vice versa. The Lakers pose a completely different challenge than the Suns did for the Nuggets. When we talk about on the Nuggets side, this is yet another series where I believe that Anthony Davis has to be the best player, because when you talk about Eric Gordon, when you talk about, Morris, when you talk about KCP, strictly looking at Eric Gordon, the Denver Nuggets have size and players that can guard LeBron James outside of the Golden State Warriors that really only had two players, and one of them had to guard Anthony Davis. So you can put Eric Gordon, LeBron James, and you can the matchup that to me you have an advantage. Or let me say this: whoever wins this matchup wins the series, and that is Nikola Jokic and Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis, and that's another difference in the bubble. Anthony Davis was hitting damn near everything he put up. He had a couple game winners from three, like he was going crazy. Nikola Jokic, Anthony Davis was able to. If you look at the road, he was able to really coast with Triple J, because outside Triple J, and I'm talking about Jaren Jackson Jr., he didn't have to worry about any other big for Memphis. When we talk about Golden State, he was by far the tallest player and the most dominant in that series outside of Steph Curry. I mean, when you have Draymond Green, Kevon Looney, who both, by the way, I think Draymond Green is like 6'6", Kevon Looney 6'9". The tallest player I think you were going up against is JaMychal Green, who I think is 6'10". But Nikola Jokic is none of them. Nikola Jokic, who of course is a two-time MVP and having an incredible playoff run, he is going to present challenges for Anthony Davis that Anthony Davis has not seen this year in the playoffs. Vice versa, when you're going up against Karl-Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert, you don't really have to worry. Karl-Anthony Towns likes to sit out in three. That's a interesting person that could go with Golden State. Just saying. But Karl-Anthony Towns likes to take threes a lot, and Gobert is not an offensive threat at all. And then on the Suns, we know DeAndre Ayton, he just shrank. So whoever wins the matchup between Nikola Jokic and Anthony Davis, to me, wins the series, because I just feel both of these teams are even as far as, you have someone for Jamal Murray. You can put a D'Angelo Russell. You can put a Rui Hachimura. You can put players on him. You have a player for LeBron James, who is Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon has been incredible, even though he was getting lit up by KD. KD did also have a pretty pedestrian series. It was Devin Booker who was going off. So I'm going to ride with the team that has looked more dominant this entire series, or this entire playoffs, and that is the Nuggets. I wouldn't be surprised if the Lakers won, of course. I mean, they're good enough to make it to the NBA Finals. They're good enough to make it to the Conference Finals. But Denver has looked incredible this entire year, this entire playoffs. And while yes, we know the shortcomings that Nikola Jokic has on defense, I just think the Nuggets are so deep. The Nuggets are deep. The Nuggets are efficient, and they're running like clockwork. Like they are playing incredible basketball. So I'm gonna go with the Nuggets in 7. I think that it's very close, but I think having home court advantage will definitely help, and the fact that these games are, every other day, that's probably going to help the Nuggets in my opinion as well. So I have Nuggets in 7. And on the other side, the Eastern Conference, you have the Heat and you have the Celtics. I understand that the Celtics are like historic favorites in this series and like leaps and bounds favorites to win the championship. And I talked about the Celtics before as far as how inconsistent they are. Like sometimes they look like world beaters, sometimes they don't. I just think I've counted out the Heat this entire time. And while yes, they dismantled the Bucks and beat the Knicks, I just think Boston's a better team. When you have Jason Tatum playing at an all-time level, you have Jaylen Brown, and they can just beat you in multiple ways. Again, I don't like the inconsistency from Boston, but when they're on, like I said, they are, in my opinion, by far the best team in the playoffs and could argue be the best team in the NBA as a whole, even with the Bucks. So I have the Celtics winning. I think Jimmy Butler is a great player, and I think Jimmy Butler is going to instill confidence in the team. But I just think there's a difference between having confidence and being able to win, and that can work against the Knicks, who made a lot of late game errors. That can happen against the Bucks. And I understand the Celtics with the late game situations, but I just think that they can beat you in so many ways. Malcolm Brogdon can have a big game. If Jason Tatum's not playing, Jaylen Brown can have a big game. Marcus Smart can finally start hitting some shots. Al Horford can start hitting some shots. You know what I'm saying? So I have the Nuggets and Celtics in the NBA Finals. So we'll talk about, of course, the NBA Finals once we get there, and we'll break down, of course, every game with episodes. But those are my predictions. Oh, man, you stayed to the end of the video. I appreciate you. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss any content from your boy. You can also go back and watch past episodes, past clips, and don't forget that the Unpopular Podcast, new episodes drop every Wednesday and Saturday. Appreciate you.